Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's West in at the shooting guard. It's good.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Jordan sets the pick for Rose. This is to Pippen. Rodman sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Rose missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lakers working the ball around now. It's stolen by Rodman. Poked away. Stolen by O'Neal. Johnson outside. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Pippen against Kobe. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Chicago. Outside Rose. And 3 from Jordan. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Jordan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the pass to O'Neal. Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That's good from O'Neal. He's off on the second.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Pippen kicks to Jordan. Over West. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Rodman's got his first 2 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Johnson against Rose. Left side, Kobe. 1 second left. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Chicago. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look. Now Armstrong. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Worthy out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Baylor. Then there's Scott, and it's Goodrich in at the 1 spot. Here's Scott. And that one is off. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside Butler. Kicks it to Armstrong. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Byron Scott picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Armstrong. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Goodrich kicks to Scott. Worthy against Love. And the rejection by Love. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Chicago. The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Chamberlain hits them both. 1:12 left in the first half. Chicago leading. The dish to Armstrong. Tries from 16. No good off the back of the rim.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
But they recover it. Pass to Goodrich. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Goodrich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give you.
Pass to Butler. Back to Love. Over Worthy. Another miss by Love.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Scott kicks it over to Worthy. Here's Chamberlain. Back to Worthy. 5 on the clock. Chamberlain a screen. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's...
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. So at Chicago now, the lead is 2. We've got Derrick Rose. Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then it's Jordan. And it's Gilmore in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Shaq with the screen. Kobe against Pippen. And here's Kobe from the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Jordan against West. 9 feet out. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. For Los Angeles, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. A free throw drops for Bryant. Both free throws good for Bryant.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Rose kicks to Jordan. Fader on the way, and that one is good. Jordan's got 5. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Screen by O'Neal. Johnson kicks to Kobe. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Kobe with the steal. Down low, and Shaq with the slam.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down who has the ball last.
To the paint, poked away, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. So both teams changing it up here. The Lakers with the ball. It's a one-point game. Dang against Kobe. 4 seconds left, and it's good on the layup. Bryant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Los Angeles on top, up by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Lakers leading by 3. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Pau Gasol. He's out there with Kobe, and it's Wilkes in a 2-guard. Got a hand on it. Outside Rose. Outside for Jordan. And it's Dang in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They could have tied it up. That was a huge opportunity they missed.
Johnson, the pass to Wilkes. Here's Kobe. Here's Gasol. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Gasol's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Los Angeles. To the middle. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
Some changes for Chicago. Rodman comes in for Horace Grant. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Luol Deng. And here is Los Angeles now. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Bryant dishes to O'Neal. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Screen by O'Neal. And here's West for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Lakers lead by 8.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 8. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And the Lakers making a change here. Baylor's checked in.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Abdul-Jabbar, and Kareem throws it down.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 10. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
You know, this part of the game, focus on good execution. The rest will take care of itself.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Armstrong kicks to Dang. Grant with a screen on Worthy. Here's Kukoc. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.